Hello everyone, today we're gonna watch Dumb Doggo's What's It Like to Fight the Deadliest Spiders? Yay! Oh boy, is it really gonna have fun today.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to fight the deadliest spiders in the world?
Oh my gosh.
No? Well,
oh yeah, I forgot to start the intro. What's up everyone? Today we're going to be reacting to Dumb Doggo. And in this video, he's gonna make a tiny bug-sized friend fight the deadliest spiders, and we're gonna see what happens. So buckle your seatbelts, otherwise I'll buckle them for you. 3, 2, 1.
Find out. Challenger 1.
Widow.
Black Widows. Despite their size at a cute 1.5 inches, the Black Widow is one of the deadliest spiders in the world.
Oh.
Drop for drop, its venom is more potent than most rattlesnakes.
Oh.
But in a fight, you do have one advantage. Widows have really poor eyesight, so your best bet is to sneak attack it. But first you'll have to navigate its messy maze of tangle webs, and some strands are laced with sticky glue droplets. Just grazing against one is a death sentence.
Oh. No.
But what looks like a random mess of silk to us is actually an intricate network. And disturbing a strand in this network sends vibrations back down to where the widow rests, alerting her to your presence. It's kind of like those laser tripwire rooms you see in spy movies. You could try cutting yourself out, but widow silk is tougher than Kevlar. And more wriggling means you get more tangle, which creates even more vibrations. And as soon as she senses you, she bolts towards you.
No!
She bites using her fangs, injecting venom straight into your veins, and it paralyzes you instantly. Most spiders feed in a similar way, first squirting digestive enzymes to liquefy your internal tissues, and then slurping up that sweet, sweet nutrient soup, leaving behind a shriveled husk. Just like how she cannibalized her husband. Thankfully, Black Widow bites are rarely fatal for most non-bug-sized humans, but you might end up with symptoms like muscle pain and cramps. Some other spiders on this list aren't so nice though. Into the collection you go.
Look a little bit. Oh, I can see.
Challenger 2. Trapdoor spiders. Trapdoor spiders are devious hunters that can span up to 3 inches long. And as their name suggests, they create trapdoors.
Oh yeah, I've actually heard of this one before. I think I even saw one when I was going to a rocky trail. And then I saw it make the trapdoor. It was really cool.
Using silk, soil, and leaves. And they're so well constructed that they camouflage perfectly with the ground. The trapdoors are rigged with silk tripwire, so as soon as you bump into one, the spider bursts out, grabs you, and pulls you inside in a blink. It's adapted to be super efficient at this, with strong spiny front legs to grapple prey and powerful fangs for piercing and crushing. And in case you try to resist, some trapdoor species even have armored carapaces for additional defense. In my opinion, it's a high-risk, high-reward hunting strategy though. Like, what if a predator triggers the tripwire instead? There's another species called the ravine trapdoor spider, and it kinda looks like the devs forgot to hit extrude on its butt. But the flat butt actually makes a tough shield. Kinda looks like an Oreo.
No, more like a button.
So in the off chance that you manage to dodge the spider's first attack, it can retreat and plug its burrow with its shield butt. Before we fight the 7 other unique spiders on this list, let's go through some spider lore first. What makes a spider a spider? Is it the 8 legs? Well, this dude has 8 legs. No, who's the good spider? Well, not you. If you want to be a spider, you need to have 2 body segments, 8 legs, silk-spinning butt factories called spinnerets, and venomous chelicerae, a fancy word for fang bits. A spider's life cycle has 3 main stages.
Well, not all. There's some non-venomous spiders that don't have fangs. I was told that by a friend.
Lay hundreds of eggs in silk sacs. Some species stick them to their webs and guard them till they hatch, while others, like wolf spiders, carry them on their butts. Second, we have the spiderling stage. The eggs typically hatch in a few weeks.
Oh
And the
no.
spiderlings that pop out are usually a mini replica of their adult versions.
Aw.
For most species, the spiderlings are left to fend for themselves, but the wolf spider
Ooh.
is a rare case and carries them all on her back.
Oh, that is
As a
disgusting.
spiderling, all you need to do is find food and survive, but your hundreds of brothers and sisters all need food too.
Oh.
And right now, you're looking like a yummy snack.
Oh.
To escape from cannibalism, the spiderlings run away. If they can, or some use a special ability called ballooning, where they release silk threads into the air and peace out on a silk parachute. I'm free! Another big part of this stage is molting. Because spiders have an exoskeleton, in order to grow they need to constantly shed their skin to provide themselves with more room to get bigger. Can we appreciate how difficult it would be to pull all 8 of your legs out of your exoskeleton? Like, I can't even get out of my 2-legged pants without... After roughly 5 to 10 molts, depending on the species, the spiderling finally moves on to the adult stage.
Yay.
Now the spider is at its full size, and this is usually when their colorful markings are most prominent. If
my
you're a male spider, for most species, it's pretty much a wrap for you at this point. You're at risk because you have to wander out of your nest to find a mate, or if you do manage to find a mate, she'll probably eat you, or even if none of these things happen to you, you'll probably just drop dead right after anyway. Because, biology, if you're a female spider, you can have a much more fulfilling adult life. You're often way bigger and scarier, and you usually live much longer too, producing multiple egg sacs over your lifetime. And then the process repeats. Aw, you itching to get back into it, little guy? No, I'm not. Challenger 3. Ogre-faced netcasters. The ogre-faced netcaster is a spider that gets its name from its big eyes and tiny head.
What is that?
It stands about 3 inches long.
What
and
is
their huge
that
eyes
thing?
give them really good night vision.
I don't
Even
like
better
that.
than an owl. There is
No.
a catch though. They can't control the amount of light exposure into their eyes. Humans have irises for this purpose, but the eyes of Ogreface over here are just one giant pupil. So every morning they get burnt to a crisp, and then the spider regrows its light-sensitive cells again by nighttime. This happens every day, by the way, so your best bet is to defeat them during the day, when they're completely blind. That is, if you can find them. They're excellent camouflages, with their bodies resembling bark and dried leaves. Too late, it's nighttime now. And Ogreface here has come out to hunt. It first weaves a rectangular web of silk, and then stretches it to 3 times its size between its forelimbs.
Wait,
like
that
a
actually
net.
looks cool.
And of course, it takes a dump on the ground. And then they wait motionless above.
Yummy.
This leads to some of the coolest
that's
looking spider photos I have ever seen. Like, and look at his little Squidward face. Oh, and the poop is speculated to either be a
like
target or
this.
something stinky to lure prey. As soon as you sniff that delicious poo and get close, it strikes, lunging down and dropping its web net, ensnaring you immediately. It wraps you up a bit more just to make sure you're nice and comfy, and then it digs in.
I don't like that one.
Challenger 4.
Uh-oh.
Diving bell spiders.
Oh, you look so
The
cute.
diving bell spider
at
is
him.
quite tiny, spanning only 0.8 inches, and it's the only known spider to basically live its
centimeters.
whole
Oh, that's
life
tiny.
underwater. It can freely move in water for short periods using air trapped on small hydrophobic hairs on its body. But to stay underwater for longer, it builds something called a diving bell. It first creates a waterproof web sac, and then inflates it using air trapped on its body. This usually takes the spider several trips up to the surface to accomplish, but once
So
it's
if it's
fully
deep, it's
inflated,
gonna take
it
a while.
serves as the spider's new base of operations, and it usually only leaves to refill the air bubble or to hunt. Its diet consists of aquatic bugs, tiny crustaceans, and sometimes even small fish. And it hunts by detecting the vibrations of prey in the water. But it can't really eat you in the water because the digestive enzymes it squirts out would just get diluted. So instead, it drags you back to its little spider bubble where it can chow you down in peace. Challenger 5.
Who's this? Oh my gosh.
Giant Antarctic sea spiders.
No, this is gonna look...
The giant Antarctic sea spider lives
Actually, I've seen this in
underwater
person,
along
guys.
the coasts of Antarctica.
I've seen this
and
in person, but in an aquarium. And it is
It can grow
terrifying.
up to 30 inches long.
30
That's like the size
inches.
of a small dog. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. It's not exactly known why they get so big, but there's a couple of theories. One is that Antarctic water is very oxygen rich, and the extra availability helps them grow better. Also, bigger bodies can store more energy in food-scarce environments and can also deal with the crushing pressure of the ocean better. But despite having spider in their name, they're not spiders. They belong to a group called arachnids, which is kinda like a distant cousin to spiders. So, close enough for me. They're so weird though. They have no lungs or gills and instead breathe through their super long legs. Plus, their body is so small that they don't have enough space to store everything in there. So, they keep some vital organs in their legs too. Not really sure what you can do about this guy. Maybe you could crawl into its leg and block its breathing pipes or something. But it's got a bunch more of them though. These sea spiders feed super slowly using their long tubular proboscis to pierce soft-bodied prey like you. They then squirt digestive enzymes and suck up that nutrient. Isn't that great? Even though it's so big, it still eats like all its other little spider friends. You know, when I found out these guys could get dog-sized, I was curious about something. So I asked you in this community post. If you had to pick a dog-sized spider as a pet, what would it be and why? And here's what you chose.
Nope.
Can I eat it?
I would have a black widow. Then I would train it to hide over the houses of my enemies. It'll sneak up from above and quickly wrap them in silk, then drag them somewhere to never be found again. I really like the amount of detail that went into this plan. Any spider, plus flamethrower. Wait, that's not what I meant! Diving bell spider. I could take Spooner on fishing trips and could also sleep over in Spooner's underwater nest and watch whatever's going on in the lake above me. Like sleeping under the stars. Huntsman spider, they're cutie patooties. An orb weaver, because it can make me a nice warm blanket every day. That sounds so cozy. She could even make you warm clothes, a warm scar, wrap you up nice and tight. I would finally be able to
Eat spider legs. I think it would be nice and crunchy if you shave and deep fry it.
That's basically what people do when they're eating
I've heard
bugs.
spiders taste like chicken. Can I ride it like a horse? Yes. Can I climb up walls with it? Yes. Is it big enough to ride into battle? Yes. Jumping spider. It's kinda cute, especially when wearing its water hat.
Aww.
There it is.
so adorable.
Back to the video. Challenge 6. Wandering spiders. This spider is one that you definitely don't want to pick a fight with. Unluckily for you, the Brazilian wandering spider is considered the most venomous spider in the world. Even for non-bug-sized humans, a tiny dose of venom the weight of a grain of salt can be fatal if not treated in time. And what
Yeah, we're back.
are you going, bug-sized friend? Don't you want to know what it's like to fight more of the deadliest spiders in the world?
Oh no.
Not again.
Well, let's find out. Challenger 1.
Guys, there's a possibility I might have skipped lots of spiders. I might come back to them because I may or may not have paused the recording to skip an ad, so you got what you get, don't get upset. I mean, this one's 15 minutes, last one was like 16, so 3 minutes worth there, not that bad.
Tarantulas. The Goliath bird-eating spider is the largest species of tarantula, and it spans up to 12 inches long. Now you, yes, you watching this video, open your palm and look at it. This spider is significantly bigger than what you're looking at. Just a fuzzy little friend. Although they're not too venomous to humans, their massive 1.5-inch fangs can easily break human skin. But on the rare chance that you're able to put the tarantula on the defensive, the spider is equipped with a special weapon called urticating hairs. When it's fleeing, it uses its hind legs to quickly flick off jagged bristles that cloud the air behind it. The bristles are a severe irritant and can get stuck in your skin and eyes, preventing you from pursuing. They're typically slow and stealthy hunters, suddenly lunging at prey when they get close enough. And despite their size, they're on a liquid-only diet, preying on frogs, rodents, lizards, snakes, and of course, birds sometimes. They have special teeth called cheliceraal teeth that help with gripping and chowing down prey for optimal nutrient suckability. Tarantula species are also some of the most colorful spiders, and since they're also quite docile around people, they make pretty good pets. While we're talking about giant cuddly spiders, there's another important spider I should cover, the giant huntsman spider. It has legs that also span to about 12 inches. They hunt by chasing prey down using their speed. They're pretty harmless to humans though. They just want to be friends. You know, I'm actually terrified of spiders. I remember this one time during school camp. I was kinda muddy after a mud run, so I go into this crusty cabin to shower, and in a crack in the door frame, at eye level, is the biggest huntsman spider I have ever seen in my life. It was one of these guys, and he was as big as my head, and he was looking at me and wiggling his little mouth. I was naked, vulnerable, and I was like, nope. So I wet my hair in the sink to make it look like I showered, and then spent the rest of the day covered in mud. So I kinda feel bad for putting you through all this. Not really. But they asked for it, so blame them. Challenger 2.
Oh, jumping
Jumping
spiders. Oh, I'm
spiders.
surprised you didn't do that
Jumping
first.
spiders are the most horrifying, bloodthirsty creatures in existence.
Oh,
Most
look, the
species
spider.
span up to a terrifying
me see.
0.6 inches. Their two large middle eyes have exceptionally sharp vision, able to accurately judge depth. And as soon as they've locked onto you, they're ready to pounce. Spiders have an open circulatory system, so their blood kinda just floats around, unlike humans. And by squishing muscles in their bodies, they can increase blood pressure in their legs, which launches them into the air, allowing them to jump over 20 times their own body length. But what if they miss their target? Okay, I'm kidding, she's not dead. Before jumping, they make sure to secure a silk dragline behind them. Kinda like a bungee cord.
Yay.
It allows them to take big risks because they can always reel themselves back. But once they've got you, they liquefy you with venom and digestive enzymes, and then slap up that nutrient soup.
Nutrient soup.
If you're ever around one, take a close look because sometimes they'll actually track you with their cute little beady eyes.
Aww.
Challenger 3.
Oh. Oh!
Orb weavers are most commonly known for their iconic wheel-shaped webs, and the largest one is the giant golden orb weaver, spanning up to 6 inches long. They get their name from the golden silk they produce, and the webs they make act like giant nets for flying insects that are dumb enough to fall into it. The spider sits right in the middle of the web, and as soon as prey lands, it uses its keen vibration sensors to locate it, and immediately runs over to deliver a venomous
I
bite.
have keen vibration sensors.
But that's only one species, and there's so many more to talk about.
What is that thing? Oh,
Orb
Arachnids.
Weaver Spider Speed Round.
Sorry, Pokemon.
The longhorn orb weaver has cool looking longhorn, possibly because it makes it really hard for predators to swallow it. This is a decoy building Cyclosa spider, right here. The rest is a decoy built using debris to trick predators into picking the wrong thing instead. There's an orb weaver called the alien butt spider. Yeah, that's its butt, not its face.
Oh.
The triangle weaving spider turns its web into a slingshot, launching extra silk at trap prey to ensnare them even tighter.
Oh, that's
The mirror
genius.
spider has shiny reflective patches on its abdomen. It can shrink and expand these patches to camouflage by breaking up its outline. And finally, there's the zombie spider, who is just a normal little cave orb weaver that got infected by a fungus. And now the fungus mind controlled it to do its bidding. There's even more, but that's a long list. So, next challenger.
Oh, we have a lot to go through.
Challenger 4. Assassin spiders.
Oh dear.
Assassin spiders are quite tiny, only growing to about the size of a grain of rice. But under the
Grain
hood,
of
they
rice.
look like pelicans. Which is why they're also called pelican spiders. But they're mostly known as assassin spiders because
They assassinate other spiders.
They can track down spiders by their webs, carefully tiptoeing over any trigger lines to avoid alerting them, allowing them to get within striking range. Then, using their long curved jaws and their extendo neck, they attack from a distance.
Ooh.
This range makes them very difficult to counter. Once they've skewered you, they hoist you into the air, inject venom, and eat you, all while staying safely out of reach.
Man, he's tiny.
Challenger 5. Dock spiders. Dock spiders get their name because they're usually found on docks. Woo! And all around docks too. They can span up to 4 inches long, and their
4
special
inches.
ability is that they can run
Oh.
on water. They can do this thanks to surface tension, which makes the surface act like an elastic sheet if you're light enough. Their weight is also spread evenly across 8 legs, each covered in water-repelling hairs that keep them from sinking.
Hey, I have hairy legs. Can I do that?
Nope, you're too fat.
Oh.
Dock spiders don't use webs to hunt. Instead, they kinda use the water surface as a web. They sit on the surface and listen for vibrations. And as soon as they detect movement, they bolt. They're big enough to catch
No,
small
the poor
fish too. And
fish.
despite how scary they look, they're not dangerous to humans and just want to keep you company while you're fishing. Challenger 6. Crab spiders. Crab spiders get their
Oh,
name
yeah.
from their crab shape and the fact that they usually walk sideways. How is this not just a crab then? They're quite small, growing up to 1 inch long, and they mainly prey on pollinators, so they love hunting near flowers. So you're attracted to the sweet scent of nectar.
Oh.
The species you're facing is the
Trauma.
goldenrod crab spider, but
Oh.
where is it? It has the special ability to change colors between
Oh,
yellow and
really?
white to camouflage with the flowers, but the process can take several days. These changes are triggered based on visual cues, which scientists found out when they blacked out the spider's eyes and it couldn't change color anymore. They have a pretty low success rate at hunting though, because they're usually trying to catch flying prey with their bare spider hands. But with no wings, you're an easy meal. There are so many unique crab spider species and abilities. There are bird poop crab. There are bird poop crab spiders that both
Ew.
resemble and smell like bird poo. They use this ability to lure in prey
Ew.
that like stinky doo-doo. And there's also a species called the ant-mimicking crab spider, which resembles an ant by sticking its front 2 legs up as antennae to stealthily infiltrate ant nests and eat
No,
them.
ants,
Man,
run.
ants have it rough out here with all these imposters.
Man.
Challenger 7.
That's not good.
Funnel web spiders.
Oh,
This
dear.
is the infamous Sydney funnel web, one of the deadliest spiders in the world, and
Oh,
in
no.
my opinion, one of the scariest looking too. What? They discovered a new species that's deadlier than this guy? Here, hold this. Introducing the Newcastle Big Boy. Spanning up to 4 inches
Oh.
long, this guy has even longer fangs and larger venom glands than the Sydney funnel web.
10
Well, isn't
centi-
that great news for you? Most spiders try to run away when you bother them. But funnel webs stand their ground by rearing up and displaying their fangs, which are strong enough to punch right through your fingernail. Using venom
What?
is quite expensive for spiders, and most use it sparingly. But when a funnel web bites, it's been known to empty its entire venom tank into you. Sometimes they even stay latched on, biting you repeatedly just to make sure. In the worst case, even a non-bug-sized human could die from a bite within 3 hours. But an
Oh.
anti-venom was created in 1981, and ever since there have been no recorded deaths. This one's unrecorded. Interestingly, their venom is not very effective against other mammals like rabbits. Or even dogs.
Aw, the little got tickling me again.
Oh dear.
Challenger 8.
Oh.
Daddy Longlegs.
Oh,
Look
I
at these wiggly
hate
boys.
these guys.
The daddy longlegs, also known as the cellar spider, is a very common spider you can find in your home. Like you've probably got one watching you right now.
I'm looking
They
at the
can
corner of
span
my
up to
room.
4 inches long, but it's like 99% legs and 1% little bean body. They hunt by invading other spider webs and stealing prey, or sometimes they just steal the spider instead.
Oh,
They're super good at this because they're able to keep their distance with their long legs while wrapping their victims in silk. Like, how do you even hit that?
ow.
And even if you manage to get one of its legs, it's able to quickly detach it and get away.
What?
They also have this really funny mechanic where they start crazily vibrating in their webs when disturbed. This could be to make them appear bigger and more threatening, or to make their position more confusing to predators. Challenger 9.
Oh,
Ant-slaying spiders. The Australian ant-slaying spider has one
Ants
of
are
the
having a
coolest
rough
hunting
time.
abilities of all spiders. When you face off against him, he doesn't look too tough, but then the next second he's gone. And he's cartwheeling right over you, and in midair, he attaches a piece of silk to your back, landing gracefully behind you. And then he continues to twirl around you, wrapping you in silk before you can do anything. And what's
Holy
even
Pokemon.
crazier is that in the wild, all of this happens vertically on the
Oh.
side of a tree. Once the spider's done, it's pretty much a wrap for you. He bites you and
Literally.
sucks out that nutrient soup. Challenger 10. Brown recluses. The brown recluse is most famous for its flesh-melting, necrotic venom. But
Oh.
despite being one of the 4 deadly spider horsemen of the apocalypse, it's probably the most misunderstood spider. They get their name because they literally don't want to get in your way. The spider's first instinct is to run away. When cornered, they use these quick horizontal movements to avoid being touched, or sometimes they even play dead. They really just want to be left alone. If you keep bothering them after all that, well, you were asking for it. The venom of the brown recluse contains a special toxin called sphingomyelinase D, which damages the membranes of cells it comes in contact with, killing the tissue in a process called necrosis. And it looks like he got you pretty good there.
oh no.
Challenger 11.
No,
Camel
no.
spiders.
Oh, no,
Camel
no, no,
spiders
no.
span up to 6 inches long, and these guys look absolutely
No.
terrifying. Like, look at these choppers. And
That
remember
is
that a lot of
horrifying.
you wanted this as a dog-sized pet. But despite their name, technically, camel spiders aren't even spiders. They're actually
What?
camels. Wait, they aren't spiders because they don't produce venom or spin webs. But they are arachnids of the order Solifugi. And they have 8 legs, so I'm counting them anyways. They can run at speeds of up to 10 miles per hour.
Oh,
and once
dear.
they reach you, they use their giant choppers to tear and grind you apart. Their creepy jaw mechanism is super specialized for this. They have gotten a bad rap for chasing humans in real life, though. I can see why that's concerning. But they're not actually trying to attack you. Apparently, they're just trying to get into the shade you create, because deserts are hot, dude. As you move away from the scary spider, your shadow moves, so they keep chasing you. So you should just stop and be friends with him.
Oh. Last spider.
Challenger 12.
No.
Six-eyed sand spiders. The six-eyed
Oh,
sand spider
no.
has 6 eyes.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
They can span up to 4 inches long, and they have quite the unique hunting strategy. They dig a small bucket in the ground and bury themselves in the sand to camouflage.
No.
It's actually quite cute. Well,
Aw.
if you ignore the
But
fact that it's
that's
waiting to
cute.
ambush you. Once
Oh.
buried, the spider sits in its little sand bunker and waits. It's super well adapted to desert survival with a very slow metabolism, allowing it to stay motionless for weeks without food or water. So when you eventually pass close to the spider, it explodes out and grabs you, injecting necrotic venom before eating you.
Oh dear.
Fortunately, these spiders are extremely shy, so they rarely bite non-bug-sized humans. But toxicology studies have shown that it potentially has the strongest venom of any spider known to us, like on the same tier as the Brazilian wandering spider and the funnel web.
Oh dear. Collection complete. Yay.
For real this time. Well, until my next collection is ready, that is. If you like the video, subscribe, like, do a backflip, kiss a spider, and see ya next time!
See ya. If you guys liked today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. See ya, squatters. Like and subscribe. Like and like.